Hi guys, welcome back to Glossandsparkle. So what I have for you guys today is another dupe video. Today I'm going to be duping the Sweet Peach palette with this palette from Face Candy called Sugar. And no, this video is not sponsored. I'm not being paid to say any positive things about this company. However, the item was sent free of charge for review, so let's see what it's like. So it comes in this box, which is actually raised, and the lettering is raised, which I think is kind of nice. And then this is what the actual palette itself looks like. It's pretty cute. It's called Sugar. It's got all these little sprinkles on it. And this feels very much like the, the Sweet Peach palette, the Chocolate Bar palette. They have those tinny, metally feeling. It's very cold to the touch. But you can tell it's just a tad bit cheaper than the actual Too Faced palettes. Nor do they close as well either. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Let's not blind you, shall we? This is what the palette itself looks like. Whoops. And it has the little plastic coating there, which is good. Like I've said with pretty much all of these palettes from Hush.com, they have to be built up. They are pigmented and they can be super pigmented and you can get that color payoff, but you have to build it up, and it's better to use it with your fingers than with a brush. So let's look at a side-by-side comparison of the actual Sweet Peach palette next to this one. So as you can see, this palette has a lot of really beautifully pigmented shades. Again, with the other palettes I said this as well, that the shimmer shades are so good. They're almost better. I dare say they're better than the actual palettes itself. They are so beautiful. And as you can see, there are some really beautiful matte shades as well. Right there in the center you see that beautiful orangish color called Candy. Really like that one. And you've got that really dark shade. It's the 5th shade over from the left. It's called Licorice. Super dark, super pigmented. And then right next to it, the 4th one from the left, beautiful olive shimmer shade called Pistachio. So there's 18 colors in here, and I tried my best to put them side by side to the ones they were supposed to do, but obviously you can see it's a little bit off because I don't think they tried to dupe it exactly. So you do have a few different shades in here than in the actual Sweet Peach palette, but nonetheless they are very beautiful shades, and I think it was pretty good overall. Honestly, I don't know how much I'll use this one shade called Cherry Pie. It's like a pink shimmer shade, but I have to say that it was the most high quality shade in this entire palette. It's really, really velvety, and it goes on super pigmented, and it's really pretty. But honestly, the shade just isn't for me. I like some of these other shades, like I said, the Pistachio, the Licorice. Hot Cocoa is pretty, so is Chocolate Cake. It's almost like a terracotta, but it pulls red. Love that color. And then these Cinnamon Sugar and Creme Brulee, they're like creamy color shimmer shades. I just love them. So yes, they have some really beautiful shades in here. As for being a dupe palette, I would say they did a pretty good job, even though some of them are a little bit different. For $10, it's a pretty good deal. I mean, look at, you're getting 18 shades in here, so let me see, let's do the math here. So the Sweet Peach palette is $49, so that makes it $2.72 per shade, and then this one is $10. That makes them 71 cents per shade. So it's definitely a huge price gap. I like that. To be honest, I would still consider buying the Sweet Peach palette even though I have this one. Just because I feel like the quality is a little bit better. Obviously, the overall quality between the packaging and the velvetiness and the texture of the shades, they're a little bit better in the actual Too Faced palettes. But I think for someone who just is willing to take the time to blend, to build them up, to use their fingers to apply it, this is worth the $10, and maybe you just don't want to spend the $50 on a palette. I mean, honestly, when you think about it, I know most of us do it. We go and we spend the money on these palettes, but really? Do you know how much it costs to press down a bunch of powder into this big and then sell it to us? I mean, can it be, I mean, I don't know what the profit and markup is, but like, can that be like, that's probably pennies worth of actual product. I mean, we're paying for the packaging as well, but I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about lately. So overall, I think this is a good palette. I think it's a great deal for $10 for 18 shades. I mean, come on. So yes, it's totally up to you. Actually, let me know in the comments if you think that this is worth the $10. Do you think it's just worth it to have this and not go out and spend the $50 on the other one, or would you rather go spend the money? So I'd be curious to know your thoughts in the down bar. In the comments is where you're going to leave your comments. In the down bar is where I'm going to leave all the links you need to head on over there and check out Hush's website to see all of the different dupes they have, this one and many more. So I thank you so much for watching Gloss and Sparkle. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!